Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're looking at more rotation-ready, rotation-proof decks. Again, language, your choice. But we want to take a look at Merfolk for a couple of reasons, and one of those is that Merfolk won't likely be getting any new Merfolk, at least in the next set. Maybe in Duskmorn or whatever comes in this winter, possibly, but we're definitely not getting any in Bloomburrow because it just doesn't fit any of the themes. So whatever you build with this is likely going to be what it is unless there's a spell that comes out that you want to play. So this is a good one to build if you're looking to play Merfolk. That said, the cards we're going to be playing. We're going to play in a couple of Spell Pierce just because this is really cheap, allows us to play our creatures and still stop some problematic cards. We will be playing 3 steps ahead as well just because it's really good, and in a lot of cases, there's several of our Merfolk that if we can copy, works really well for us. Cenote Scout, this just explores, it's a little 1-1, it's fine, it's kind of the best we have really. We're going to play some Brackish Blunder because that's a way for us to get creatures off the board that have slipped through the counters potentially. And Deep Root Pilgrimage, every time we tap a creature, we get to make a creature. We actually like that a lot. Subterranean Schooner, this is one of those things that works well with the Pilgrimage because we can keep tapping stuff to crew, which ultimately gets us more 1-1s with the Deep Root Pilgrimage. Without Hexcatcher, no surprise here, this pumps all of our team and allows us to sack some of those tokens we got to stop some of those non-creature spells. Nakanzel, if we do end up doing any reasonable amount of exploring, this actually helps us out by putting more counters on and lets us get more lands into play. Forensic Researcher, now this actually can combo. If you have 2 of these, or this and a copy, alongside a Deep Root Pilgrimage, you can just keep making infinite 1-1s till you just don't rope yourself apparently. And then after that, you just attack for lethal. Shoshana's Tidebinder, we all know what this is. They can turn off activated abilities. Super nice. Just a good all-around card to have here. And our last creature in the deck is going to be Sentinel of the Nameless City, just because it's really good and gives us more Explore triggers with those maps. Now, I will have a playlist for any of the other rotation-ready decks if you want to check them out, linked here in this video, because we have a bunch of them. There's going to be like probably 18 or 20 by the time Bloomburrow goes live. Also, if you want to download this list, it'll be over at Moxfield, a channel sponsor. I'll have a link up so you can just download it and check it out for yourself. And hopefully you enjoy it. In the meantime, stick around and let's go see if Merfolk is set up to do anything in the future standard. Okay, this isn't stellar, but this is one of those times where we probably in the first 2 turns want to get a land off of the Cenote Scout. Alright, that kind of works. Okay, we'll attack. Do we leave mana up for Blunder or not? I think we do. Since we don't really have anything that costs 4 in the deck, so like we could just play this on 3 and then play this on 4 and still cast another 3 mana thing. I think that's fine. Now, if they just don't kill anything, I was gonna say that would have, or play a spell, that would have made this kind of pointless, but here we go. Alright, so we'll play this, and proceed to attack. Alright. It's probably either kill the Sentinel and Name the City or play the Bronco here. I don't think you get to do both. Okay. So, yeah, let's see if we can get 2 solid attackers in here. We cannot. So, that's a bit of a letdown. Alright, I guess we're just attacking with this. And play probably this. I could have played the Vine Stalk here if I was just going to cast that. I sort of changed my mind at the last minute. I was going to play one of the Researchers. But having a 3-4 instead of a 1-3 is probably better. Alright, another Bronco, which cannot saddle the other one. So that's good. Triple Bronco. Okay, that's a thing. Good to know, I guess. You can use both to saddle. That is legit. Alright, and no downside for us, so we just get to block it. So that's kind of nice. Take our turn. Ooh. Picked up a 3 steps ahead. So we could copy one of our dudes. Alright, let's do this. The cards have come up in a way that I didn't expect. But I think we're okay here. We're just going to end the turn. Oh, I don't have enough to counter and copy. I'd be 1 short. I thought it was 5 for some reason. It's 6. Because it's 1 to start, 2 to counter, 3 to copy. Dread Knight, you got it. I have no issues with the Dread Knight. However, I do have issues with that. So let's go ahead and counter and draw. Yep, that'll do it. Oh, man. All right, we'll keep this. But there's a real chance this is going to go badly for us. All right. The question now is, what are we looking to do? I think play this. And then with the hopes that we can get a 3rd land in like Pilgrimage, Cenote Scout, tap, make a body, maybe start to unlock something. Because if they're not playing anything here, obviously they have a bunch of removal. Like, that's not a huge shocker. Then we go ahead and play the Scout. Which obviously they can kill. Don't know. Do we want a Spell Pierce? I don't think we do. And yeah, in the turn, you get to kill our Scout. Nope, they just want to kill our land. Sure, I guess. I mean, maybe they need a 3rd black for some reason. Or they just don't have removal. They figured, actually, it's not true. They can still have a cut down here. Right? Okay, they didn't have that either. Yep, not 100% sure what's going on here, honestly. A little bit surprised. So now they want to kill a dude. Alright. And they couldn't kill our schooner, so that's good news. We like that. Another schooner. That doesn't particularly help us. But if we do this, we can attack for 1? I mean, I guess that's a thing. Since their creatures can't block, might as well try, right? I mean, I could have left everything back to try to, like, double block and block, but, eh. We'll see what's up. Aclazotz. Alright. So I'm going to need to... Yeah, that's just not going to work out for us. I was going to say bounce and then counter, but we just haven't drawn land for a couple turns. So it's not great. To say the least. Alright. Ooh, man. What are our options there? I mean, I guess we could turn off Aclazotz and then chump block it. Because of Tidebinder. I mean, they could also have removal, but like, kind of if they do sort of a thing. Alright. No attacks. End the turn. I feel like this is kind of all we can do in the moment. They're down to 2 cards, but they're 1 away from being able to play the Virtue. This is going to get tight here. Alright, fortunately nothing that targets under the circumstances, which is nice. Alright. So we tied Binder. We turn off Aclazotz. It loses abilities. We go ahead and crew this. Get us some more bodies. Pass. We'll put both of these in front of Aclazotz. Alright. Now we have another Tidebinder. Oh, interesting, because Gisa has Ward, but the ability does not. That's amusing. Okay. Then... I think we just pass the turn. We're trying to really work with just 3 mana here, y'all. Like, this is not easy. Alright. What are they wanting to do here? We will target Gisa's ability. Now, if they have another removal, they just kill this Tidebinder anyway. Alright. They didn't have it, so that's good. Still puts me in a situation, because I'm not sure if I want to leave up 3 steps ahead or not next turn. Okay. Because in a way, I really want to play Schooner, honestly. And then just start making more bodies. But I don't think we can afford to. I think we just have to pass. Man, that's rough. I don't know what their last card is, but... whatever it is, probably not good for us. Oh, a Deep Cavern Bat. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter greatly. I mean, we have 2-3 steps ahead, so I guess it's fine. Alright, so they took the Schooner to keep us from making extra bodies. Fair. Alright. Oh, that's an interesting card, but doesn't particularly help us here. Alright, pass the turn. I mean, this is weird now because the opponent knows that we have the 3 steps ahead, so it's like... I don't even know what we're doing. Like, we could, during their end step, draw a card, maybe, just to try to help us find lands. Because really nothing else we're going to do here, right? Yeah, like, they know that we know, but their hand's now empty, so that's fine. Alright. You got it. You know, there is a weird world here where we could let them resolve this, and then I wouldn't have the mana, though. I was going to say, then during their end step, like, bounce our own Tidebinder, and then replay it when it triggers. That's an option, but I think we just pass here. No need to do a whole lot. But I think we're playing the game of chicken here, where they know I have a card, so, like, what are we going to do? Ooh, Hexcatcher. 6, 7, 8. So if they found a land, they'd still be able to do it. We don't necessarily like that. But it's a lot closer than it was, let me tell you. Man, what are we supposed to do here? I guess we just pass, right? Like, just force the opponent to do something here. Man, just not drawing mana has been such a problem this game. I mean, fortunately, we're at 12 life, so that's a thing. Yeah, we'll get some blue mana out of that. Don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it, but it's cool. Might as well just take another island here. Pass. I would just like an untapped land next turn. So I could play something and still be able to 3 steps ahead. That's all I'm asking for. I know it's a lot. Virtue. Alright, well, now we're into that game. Actually, hold up. If we... Yeah, Yeah, we just need to counter it. And then... I could have been making tokens this whole time. I just realized that. I'm an idiot. Because I only have to pay to untap or to tap one of their things, not untap one of our things. And it doesn't have to be a tapped permanent. I could add like 5 more tokens by now. Interesting. And they chose to not attack with the bat for some reason? Not sure I get it, but okay. But yeah, I could have done this a long time ago. I was so fixated on my mana, I wasn't paying attention to my creatures. So that was dumb. And now we're finding the mana. Pass the turn. What's even in the graveyards? Oh, they do have an Aclazotz over there. That would suck. Well, they do tap 7, and we could sack 2. Well, we have to sack 3 things. Target this, sack this. We still might get out of trouble here. It's not going to be easy, but maybe. All right. Okay. I feel like we kind of did what we could here. All right. We will go to 7. Now I will be making my tokens as I should have been doing the entire time. We will play this. Pass the turn. During their end step, I might bounce the bat just to let us get the schooner back, and then that should start helping us. But I don't want to... I'll go to 6 here. It's not worth it to do anything else. Alright, so this Tidebinder's gonna die. I think that's mostly fine at this point. Alright. Sounds good. Alright. Make a deuter. Bounce the bat. Like, really? Oh, man. Sometimes it's just like that. What you gonna do? Alright, sure. You got it. Yeah, we'll pass turn. I mean, we are only at 6 here, so that is a real thing. Sure, you get more bodies. Man, the fact if we'd have had 4 more bodies on the battlefield, or 5 more by now, oh, that was so dumb. So dumb. Oh, now we might just die to that dude. Like, Bronco saddling up could just kill us off the rip. Don't do it, opponent. It's a bad idea. I promise you. I say, you're in a good place, opponent. Don't ruin it. Alright. Opponent's going to have to pass between all of these because they still have a thing they can activate. But you know what? They only have 3 blockers, effectively. So, in 2 turns, there are scenarios where we could have enough to get out of trouble here. And we can still tap an attacker, so we could tap the Bronco to not even be a threat to us. Alright, interesting. See what we can do with this. Alright. Play the land. Let's put this on one of these, I suppose. Seems good. And I'll put this on one of these. Seems good. And then I guess we go ahead and attack, right? Yep, you have a Merrick's token that can't block. So it means this is 9 or give up one of your relevant blockers. We literally just need to tap the Bronco, not die, and then just see what happens the rest of the way here. I'm going to go ahead and use this now since we know what's on top. And I feel like we could put this away. I don't think we really need that anymore. Alright. Now I could kill the Hex Catcher, which does have some value here. But the opponent's at 16. Now they have more blockers because the skeleton's untapped. But all their skeletons also have hexproof, and we're only at 6. Alright, saddle. We will collect evidence. Tap this guy. Make another body. Alright, so a blocker down. So now we look and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And they can block 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that'll be enough. Wow. I absolutely did not deserve this win. I played so badly for those like 4 or 5 dead turns in the middle. This is just a case of like we got the right cards at the right time to just keep us alive. But it was very, very close from getting away from me just because of a dumb mistake. Oh boy, we're going to keep this. But we are going to need a little bit of luck. Oh, actually, you know what? This may not be terrible. Oh. Oh. This is not... Oh, wow. Okay. I was originally thinking I might, like, Schooner and the next turn play this and leave up a Spell Pierce, but now I don't know what we want to do. What are we up against? I guess we do that still? Don't know how much I love this plan, though. I mean, we'll have an extra treasure. We could also Tidebind or something. I don't know. I mean, it's an extra artifact, so I take 4 damage here. I mean, that's real.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno. Watch me heat up the dance floor.
All right. So the question now is, are we looking to play Tishana's Tidebinder here? I don't think so. I think we're just doing this. Yeah, I think this is bad for us. I don't... Yeah, this opponent went a whole different direction than I thought this game was starting out at. And I don't really have a plan here. Not one that I like, anyway. I mean, they're giving us treasure. We can bounce their dude. But then what? Not really sure what we're expecting here. Alright, that's fine. I could have turned this into a 3-4, but we wouldn't be able to block that guy anyway. Wait, could I not? Oh, that's not the card I thought it was. Dang it. Thought I had something in my hand that I absolutely didn't have. That's super unfortunate. Alright. Yeah, I think we're just going to end up dead here. I think is what's going to happen. But we'll see. I mean, kill our creature, I guess. Oh, they're going to use 2 burn spells on it. Nope. Just 1. Okay. We're going to spell pierce this next one. Yeah, not going to let that happen. Interesting that they were so adamant. Instead of just sending that at our face, they'd have been coming close to killing us, actually. So it's a little peculiar. If I'm being real. Alright, now we go ahead and do this. This uses up some of those treasure. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to go down pretty low here, but then next turn, we have Pilgrimage, Tidebinder. Hopefully it does a little something for us. Okay.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
I mean, we go to 6. I was just say, yeah, you might as well still attack here. Actually, we go to 5. So they can kill us a lot of different ways, I'm sure. So let's play this. Through this. Attack into Chandra. I will take that. Not sure how good it's going to be for us, but it's a thing. In the turn, we'll try another Tidebinder. Counter this. Alright. This card's rough, though, man. I play my own Virtue of Courage in a couple of lists, and it's real strong. Alright, Magda. What are you targeting with that last card? In the festivities. Oh, no. That is the worst possible scenario for us. So we go to 1. Oh, gosh. That's terrible. Yeah, we can't even win now, knowing what's on the top of our library. If we go to 1, we just die. The next time the Plunderer attacks. Oh, wait, the Plunderer loses its ability, so it doesn't have Menace or anything else right now. So we just trade the Tidebinder for the Plunderer right here, straight up. Actually, I don't even... Well, would I do that? Yeah, I would. Because I'd rather just have it off the battlefield. And then we get Scout plus Nakanzel and still have the 3 steps ahead. So we're not out of the woods at 4 life, obviously, against a deck that's playing a ton of burn. And main decking in the festivities, which makes our plan of making 1/1s not so great. But we'll see what happens. And opponent decided to not do anything there. That's not the worst thing for us by any stretch. Yeah. We are going to probably just attack with this duder. Being a little bit cautious here till we have a few more bodies, especially knowing they have in the festivities. But obviously, this is a good card to have here. But they also know we have 3 steps ahead, so we have that going for us. Yeah, obviously we have to commit to stopping that. When all we can do is pay 3. We can't do anything else here, right? Nope, that's all we can do. Alright. Fortunately, no damage. But now at 4, this gets very scary. Submits. Alright, maybe a Hex Catcher? Researcher. That's not a terrible thing. I feel like we can go ahead and attack here. And if they just get their cards, they get their cards. Yeah, you know what? Maybe. Why not? Alright, this is just hoping they don't top deck what they need here. Because we are at 4, they could just burn us out, too. I mean, if they just have a burn spell in hand and draw another one, that'll also do it. I could have also been on the safe side and just left up a 5/5, too. Instead of even playing stuff there, but I don't know. It probably didn't matter. This sort of feels like if they get it, it's game over. If they don't get it, we just win next attack step. Alright. Looks like they're going to attack. Ending their turn. Oh, nope. They're not going to end their turn. I mean, I don't know what's happening, because we just die a bunch of... Oh, that's what you have? Okay, so I'm assuming there's no other burn spells in their hand. Because if you would have done that, then attack, put us down to at least 3, and then maybe get us. But yeah, I think we just got there then. Wow, this, whoa man, this was way closer than I'm comfortable with it being. Alright, let's tap one of their blockers. Doesn't really matter which one. Get rid of that. Alright, cool. Ooh, yeah, let's keep this. Put it on Merfolk. Play this little duder. Hey, we will take that, actually. And then I think I'm just going to attack for 2. And we're going to play this. Then next turn we get a couple of different options to start making 1/1s. No! I mean, you got to take our Deep Root Pilgrimage opponent. Wouldn't make sense not to. Wait, they took that? Okay then. Feels like a little bit of a surprise. Maybe they're just going to wipe out our board or something. All right. Go in and attack. Heck yeah, we'll take that. In the turn. Duelist of the Mind. So when you draw cards, it gets bigger. Alright. Cut down a dude. Makes sense. But the bonus does not only last till end of turn, right? Yeah, so it's back to no one. Alright, we're good with that. Go ahead and put this on Merfolk. We will play this. Should have just tapped the Caverns of Souls. I don't know why it does that. And we'll attack with Body, because why not? Cool. And the turn. And now we can just Hexcatcher away the little 2/2s here. Yeah, you can have that. We don't mind. Yeah, this should just be quick and easy lethal here. As long, I mean, unless it's a creature. Yeah, that's not gonna fly, obviously. Target that. Sacrifice a tapped one. That resolves. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, cool. Nice and easy. Alright, I have to admit, I'm kind of bugging a little bit here because I feel like the deck overperformed some. And there were several games that didn't make the video where either I just got stuck on like 3 land, or where the opponents, a lot actually, where they just scooped really early and that's just bad for content. But that is more wins we would have got, you know, so that's good. But I feel like this deck wants one big thing. And I don't know what big thing is. But I feel like we want like 2 to 3 copies of something that costs 4 or 5 mana that maybe flies, has, I don't know, like Menace, which you're not going to get really in these colors. But, I mean, just something extra. Because I feel like you can win games, but it takes so many cards, right? I mean, and maybe we do have a lot of different cards that work together, so that's maybe fine. Because obviously, Tishana's Tidebinder turns off some stuff. Sometimes you get the Hexcatcher, and then you're just able to sacrifice all your little tokens, and that keeps us alive in games. I mean, I've had a game where I completely blundered, and then we drew this, and then that was it, right? That was the difference in the game. We can still combo if we get the Pilgrimage alongside the Researchers, so that's a thing. So it's not like it doesn't have options. I just don't like, is Brackish Blunder good enough? It's like the closest thing we have. It does give us a map so we could grow our creatures, which is something. But maybe that's just what you got to do. You got to live on maps and Hexcatchers. It's not a lot, but it's something, you know? But yeah, it worked. I mean, we won games. I can't complain about it. So, I mean, it is what it is. If it's winning, it's winning, I guess. But I don't know if I would feel comfortable playing this. Of all the Simic decks we've played, I think we have 2 other ones that are rotation ready, I think that we put up already, that I would probably be more inclined to play those just because I feel like they have more outs if you get a bad start. But that being said, this won some games pretty handily, so hey, you make the call. But here's what we're going to put up. 2 Spell Pierce, 2 3 steps ahead. 4, that was weird, 2 3 steps ahead. 4 Cenote Scout, 3 Brackish Blunder, 4 Deeproot Pilgrimage, 4 Subterranean Schooner, 4 Voldaren Hexcatcher, 2 Nikanzel, 4 Researcher, 3 Tishana's Tidebinder, 4 Sentinel of the Nameless City, 6 Island, 2 Forest, 4 Botanical Garden, or Botanical Sanctum, 4 Restless Vinestalk, 4 Yavimaya Coast, and 4 Cavern of Souls. We also played a really cool Mardu tokens list you may want to check out, and it plays some really fun cards. And again, if you were looking for other rotation ready stuff, I will have a playlist, probably still linked here up the top. You can check that out next, or just check out the next video. Either or. It's going to have a good time either way. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.